Hello and welcome to Clone Wars Weekly, the only show that broadcasts directly from the cloning facility on Kamino. I am your host Ronan with my fellow co-hosts.
Oh, us?
That second guy.
And Echo, who
So
isn't in this.
Batil and Echo. Nope, Clinton!
Yep, yeah, that's who I am.
And today we are here to review the first episode of Season 6 Clone Wars bonus content. The
The
Unknown.
unknown.
The Unknown.
I know one
Echo's
thing.
supposed to have the
I can
name
tell
of
you
the-
what is known. It's that this episode really sucked.
Oh, that's the name of this episode? I thought
didn't-
we just didn't know what the episode's name was.
It's called The
literally is.
Unknown, you idiot.
Oh,
Well, it's not so much this one that sucks, it's the ones that follow, but
Obviously.
no, the ones after this aren't bad. The
Shut up.
last one is.
no, they're all
Anyway.
pretty bad, sorry.
But focusing on this episode alone, what are you guys' thoughts? Like initial reactions when you're watching this one?
What the heck?
It's like Jedi Crash without the
Where's
crashing gunship thing. It just started with a fight. We ain't got no idea who's shooting what,
Who's fighting who?
Why?
Who's shooting what?
and you get these two new Jedi, which is interesting because I've never seen Star Wars do lesbianism before, so that was interesting.
They're sisters,
They're
gosh dang it.
sisters.
Well, that killed my interest.
But Juhani's one, just so you know.
Thus, leads me to my next point. So that there's pretty much a lot of fighting in this episode. It's just fight.
It's visually pleasing.
If you like fights.
I
Yeah,
guess.
like fight.
Now, why? Now, see, these clones got these shields that can apparently like block and absorb blaster fire.
I saw that.
Which does beg the question. I think Rona was saying it earlier. Why don't they just
Why don't they put that on their dang armor?
why don't they make their armor out of that material?
Exactly. Or just have thicker armor of that material if that's what their armor's actually made
That's
of.
what Echo's armor's made of.
I
No,
will.
More importantly, is I never understood these clones why they have such thin armor casings when they're going up against like droids and have like plasma bolts.
Right, exactly. You'd think that they should at least be able to take more than one or two shots before they go down.
Well, Thorn does.
we'll get into that in upcoming episodes.
So basically, this episode is just about Tup realizing he's got some hokey pokey shit going down in his brain, and that's pretty much it.
We need the doctor.
Where was I before that horrible edit? Right. So basically, we see Tup losing his Kutzbar, only to shoot a Jedi in the face for
because apparently
some
good
reason.
troopers follow orders.
The Jedi's name is Tiplar, I believe.
Now-
Yeah,
Ironic.
General Tiplar.
Okay, now refresh my memory, but was there any mentioning of Order 66 prior to Tup losing his shit?
Nope.
No.
So why'd he lose his shit?
Yeah.
Why did he just...
Yeah,
Because his microchips became it's in later episodes.
Okay, no, but upon that notion, the chip is only meant to make them more subservient to orders.
precisely.
So-
Well, or that's what the Kaminoans want us to think.
No, that's what they were saying to Dooku.
And that we're going way off track with that. Just for this one alone, there was no statement at all about Order 66.
So
It wasn't like
he
it was-
had...
they were at a diner or something and they got Order 66 on the menu.
So he had virtually
Micah.
no reason to attack her because Order 66 was not mentioned. There was no whisper of it or
So do
hint.
clones like naturally just want to do Order 66, and then finally when they get
See,
told, they're like, finally.
This is sort of like my first flaw and the inconsistency with this seemingly lovable arc.
This whole franchise. And
I mean, I know it's supposed to be a kid's show for people I don't think, but really?
You're gonna have to edit that part out.
gosh dang it, Ronan.
But the thing, I just...
Who do you think watches our
I
stuff?
just don't understand, because the chip was meant to make them more, less aggressive when given the order, right?
Right.
So he didn't get any order to, go gun down Jedi. I don't know. It's just one. So I guess they're blaming it on it being broken.
Malfunctioning?
So I guess that just automatically makes them think of Order 66, which... this is so dumb.
That doesn't
Can't
make
even
any sense.
Let's just move on to Trench. So he's back.
Yes, Trench. We see
Yeah.
this we all loved from Cat and Mouse.
So how did he survive?
Well, there weren't any cats or mice in that episode. I just realized.
You gotta edit that one.
You are a special kind of stupid. You know that.
I don't even know words can describe my feelings for you right now.
Okay, well, I guess we all wanted Trench to come back, but
So if we really want a character to come back, they'll come back with like cybernetic.
Oh, Echo!
That does
Echo!
happen.
Give him a rocket hand! Give him a rocket hand!
you're right,
No.
though.
Better yet,
If
give him a machine gun leg.
If we want a villain to come back hard enough, we'll just wish for it, and he'll come back with cybernetics.
That works for every character.
That happened with
Who?
Darth Maul.
Oh crap!
Vader, Maul.
Vader. Well, that's
And-
No,
so
Vader was robot before man in terms of how the...
right.
Yeah.
But seriously,
But more importantly, let me tell you about this episode.
okay,
I didn't like it.
yeah, you aren't the only one. And I'm not saying that out of spite. I'm just really
Okay, these people need to learn. If you're watching this review, we're not spiting anyone. Who
for Pete's
do we have to spite besides all the clone fans listening?
I liked clones.
See, I
I
love
like-
how you said liked clones. I didn't like clones, but
I like clones!
this solidifies my reason as to why I don't like clones.
I like clones.
Is
So
it because they don't make sense, and among other reasons?
Well, outside the obvious. So moving on, what happens next?
Well, she gets shot in the face, and I noticed one thing
No.
before we move on. There was no blaster hole anywhere on her.
No,
Well,
you just don't
what
see
do
it.
you want them to have a huge hole in her
But
face?
she was shot in the face!
Ronan,
Ronan, it's
Just
still a kid show!
Just don't
Oh.
see it. You just don't see it.
How does that make it better, Quentin?
Ronan,
She's shot in
not
the
allowed to
face.
show people getting shot in the face.
It doesn't matter the
Say Breaking
graphicness of
Bad,
it. It's
Ronan.
the same thing that happened. And not to mention, why would they shoot her in the face anyway if they are afraid of it being a kid's show? It doesn't make any sense. You can't see any blaster wound there. You
Although,
think, like, the
if
head
it
would go-
helps you, in the Maul arc, when Savage decapitated all those goons and when Maul decapitated Vizsla, there is scenes there that show their heads missing and Vizsla's head
Right.
on the floor.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Which makes me even more confused in this scene why there's absolutely no exit wound at all.
Maybe you just don't see it.
Maybe
Well,
you're
I
not
looked
the
pretty
sadist.
closely.
You didn't look close enough.
Maybe you guys are just sick. You want to see holes in people's faces.
I really don't, honestly. But they were the one who set it up.
They just set the gun and we pulled the trigger.
Precisely.
Maybe he didn't shoot her in the face.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
his bullet teleported from her face to her heart.
I didn't see any hole there
There
either.
were no holes anywhere.
Well, maybe
So see, he like knocked
stop
her out.
finding plot holes in the lack of holes.
Well, you know that there are many plot holes with this arc.
Yeah.
Like everyone's talking about how this is like their highest quality.
I know.
Star
I'm
Wars material.
I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know. I think we're in the minority for people who really don't like it.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
one else have I spoken to has not liked it.
Right,
We're
right,
the
right.
only ones that apparently really don't like it. Which is, I don't know what's...
I'm okay with certain aspects of it, just not the stories.
You're
man.
fired, Quentin.
I'm trying to be the optimist.
We've already seen
No,
it.
I said
What
I-
left is there to
not
be
to.
optimistic for?
Good point.
So they
We'll go into that.
So they dogpile Tup and strap his ass down and shuffle him back to Kamino.
Yeah. And then,
Time for you to be pro, boy.
well, and then we're also introduced to Tim Curry as Sidious.
Now
again.
this, I don't like it.
It's once again adding to the B quality sort of feel of this.
I just can't get used to him. He just doesn't sound like Sidious or Palpatine.
He doesn't. I mean, I like Tim Curry. He's good, but he's not Sidious by any stretch of the word.
No, Ian Abercrombie was the pinnacle Sidious voice.
Right, absolutely. And I don't know.
Luckily, they got him for the Clovis arc, though.
Yeah, that'll be something refreshing for me to hear.
Who'd you have this argument?
I do want to hear. I was having this argument with Corey. You were there, of course, and he was like, obviously Tim Curry isn't supposed to sound exactly like Ian Abercrombie, but
oh yeah, that's
Ian Abercrombie.
Why would you hire him if he's not
exactly? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, moving on. So Sidious and Dooku, they're formulating a plot to plot more plots. They're like,
as they usually
They do that a lot in these episodes. I realize.
In every episode, that's what they're doing. In every arc.
Like, hey, what
We
are
be
we gonna
plotting.
do today, Sidious?
Let's
Same thing
plot.
we do every day, Dooku. Trying to take over the world.
plot, 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 plot.
But what is going on? Just maintain control. I completely forgot what happens next in the episode.
Okay, well, they go out on a medical ship. Fives is was all nice to Tup for some reason, and
Apparently, Tip's his best friend.
Yeah, you can't be friends with you can't be friends with a corpse, Quentin. It's necrophilia.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
I'm friends with corpses all the time.
so you admit to Echo being a corpse?
Echo ain't no corpse. I thought we were talking about Hard Case.
But
What?
when were they ever best friends?
That one arc.
What?
Nah, not really.
You clones are all confusing.
Yeah, you clones need to stick your DCs up your butt. I'm totally drained.
I am emotionally drained from today.
Also physically. Okay, so the rest of the episode pretty much consists of them either talking about Tup, discovering that Tup has been captured by the Separatists, and then them chasing after the Separatist ships and talking about Tup and stuff. It's really nothing you couldn't listen to in the background.
It's pretty back and forth.
So yeah,
Republic captures Tup. Tup gets captured by the Seps. Republic goes to capture Tup from the Seps. Tup later on, there's a bunch of other chase scenes that goes back and forth. Oh, that's confusing.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much this is just one to introduce the concept. You really could have just watched the first half of this episode and not missed anything.
Yeah, I realized that whole thing with the Separatists kidnapping Tup never amounted to anything because by the end of the episode they had him back anyway.
Right. Yeah, it was 5 minutes, right?
I think the reason they did it because they were trying to wonder why the Separatists are going to try and capture a clone that they infected with a virus.
True.
So on that note, are our characters really stupid? More so than normal.
Oh, we'll get into that later in this series of reviews.
Because that's what the point of the CIS capturing Tup is that you're wondering why the heck they're so interested if they had just infected them with a virus. Well, the Jedi don't really ever figure it out.
As
the Jedi never figure out anything. Well, actually, they do. And you know what? Again, saving it for later on.
Quentin, you've given away so much about the rest of this arc. It's unbelievable.
I don't care.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Forgot. We didn't say that in the beginning.
I'll probably have some sort of text with a big flashy spoiler alert at the beginning.
Oh, I liked adding it in when we're done. Makes
that's a good
sense.
Point.
Yeah, it adds character.
So,
all right.
We should give our final thoughts.
Oh yeah, and a rating.
-1.5.
Okay. Go ahead. Explain why.
Here
you
we
had
go.
to-
Oh, because I'll show you why later on.
You don't get to do that.
Oh,
Fine. Oh, you know what? Fine. CGI was good, so that's 1 star. Dude, I'll give it
Oh, sir, what do you
3.
think? We should
I'll give it a
probably have
3.
some sort of other sort of review, and I'm going to
I'll give it a 3.
I'm going to interrupt you.
that is. Well, that was almost a spitting image of what he usually does. I don't think you could have gotten more accurate.
Speaking of spitting, what is the name of that green clone
Now,
commander
don't
in
quote
this?
me on this, but from what I've seen people refer to him as, it is so embarrassing. It's Commander Doom, god damn it.
Commander Doom. First we
Commander
had
Death.
first we
It's
had Cody.
I am fire. I am death.
That's not at all related to this.
okay, Ronan, do your thing. Do your
Okay,
thing.
well, as far as my review for this episode goes, it had some quality animation, which the show seemed to really pick up as it went on, and that's obviously good. I liked the design of the new 2 Jedi characters; they looked really cool for the short amount of time they were on screen. The logical fallacies bring it down quite a bit for me, and the fact that it really goes nowhere, even as an introductory episode to an arc. Really, you wasted this much time with back and forth, just whatever. I guess maybe they're trying to work on pacing, but I can't think of it being too great at this point. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5, and that's my rating.
Damn. Okay, so this is my ending review of the unknown. You won't know this, but this was re-recorded due to immediate depression from last time. You're not supposed to laugh!
Oh, right.
You're not supposed to be here! Now then, my review, without Quentin rudely interrupting me like he did the last time, I believe the fight scenes were well animated and an extremely pleasing sight for the eyes. Not to mention seeing, it's Admiral Trench, isn't it?
Yes.
It's Admiral Trench once again. It was also nice to see the droids being used for more than comedy relief. However, due to the downward spiraling that this arc will contain too, I have no choice but to give the episode, what did I give it last time?
2.5.
I'll give it the 3!
What?
3 for the sole purpose that I'm trying to appeal to the audience!
Are you, are you trying to take a crap?
And because their opinions makes everything different, and because if I give it anything lower than a 2, they'll kill me, I give... What the fuck is this episode called again?
The unknown.
I give The Unknown a 3 out of 10! Ha! You didn't see this coming, did you? 3 out of 10! And 1 billion years dungeon for the writers of this arc! Dungeon! All of them dungeon!